when sun has set,
and full moon rise.
evil open soulless eyes,
Bones are cast.
villager dies.
Players are left
Horrified.
This place has a monster problem, and finding its cure is up to you.
She's not kidding. The gang's all here. It's a veritable who's who of creeps. From Dracula to the Wolfman,
The mummy, the creature from the Black Lagoon,
the Invisible Man, Frankenstein.
and his lovely bride.
Though this game doesn't clarify that it's actually Frankenstein's monster. However accurate that may be, the name is long enough as it is.
And we all know who you mean. Needless to say, none of these creeps are welcome here and must be defeated, one and all. Now to get things going. Get the board out and set the terror marker to 0. Things are quiet for now.
A little too quiet.
Set out the 10 villagers, 3 dice, and the shuffled monster and perk cards.
Next, choose your monsters. Do this randomly, or hand pick them. Use 2 for a nice, easy first game. And they recommend using Dracula and the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Now that's a long name.
After you get the hang of things, you can add a 3rd monster, or a 4th. But first we'll stick with these guys.
Each monster has a different setup. Check the back of any monster sheet for the setup instructions. Set out the monster mats in frenzy order, left to right, from lowest to highest. And drop the frenzy marker on the lowest number. Set the appropriate tokens according to the setup instructions and place the figure on the board. There's trouble a-brewing.
Now shuffle the hero badges, and each player gets one. The rest return to the box. Take the matching marker and place it in its starting location. Each player starts with 1 perk card, and you can keep those face up, since you have to work together.
Win as a group, or lose as a group.
Mix up the 60 item tokens in the pouch and draw out 12 of them. They will tell you where they go. Finally, pick the first player and we're ready to hunt some creeps.
On your turn, you can take actions according to the number atop your character. There's a handy reference card that helps you remember them. Here's a few things you might do. Move. This is an easy one. Move 1 space along the lit paths, not the waterways. These are for the creature from the Black Lagoon.
If you're on a space with 1 or more villagers, you may bring them along with you and drop them off wherever you like. But I wouldn't leave them too close to a monster.
Yes, they do look delicious.
And grown locally.
Another action is guide. Use this to bring a villager to you from an adjacent space or move them to an adjacent space. Next is special action. Each character has...
I got this.
Ah!
Hey! Your character has a unique ability that it can activate with an action. Pretty handy in a tight spot.
The mayor is the only hero in the base game without an ability. However, she does get an extra action.
You'll need to get yourself some items, so pickup means that you can grab any or all of the items on a space. Furthermore, share means all characters on your space can trade freely with each other. Whether you're involved or not, you just pay for the action.
Each monster has 2 phases of its destruction. Use an action to advance according to its requirement. Each monster has a unique minigame you must play to prepare it for removal. Be it smashing coffins,
Or turning dials.
slide puzzles, investigations, etc. Once you've completed the advanced section and are ready to finish it off, use an action to defeat it. Most monsters work this way, and once the monster is defeated, remove all traces of it or them from the board and continue, assuming there are other monsters to defeat. And if that monster had the frenzy marker, move it to the next monster higher.
Once your actions have all run out, and you've played any perk cards you wish to play, the hero phase is now over.
Then the monster phase begins. Look at the top monster card and do the following. Draw item tokens according to the number indicated and add them to the board. Check the event text. If it applies to a monster not currently in play, ignore it. Just follow the instructions. This is often how the villagers enter play. Then, the monsters strike.
You'll see a queue of symbols. This is the order that any matching monsters will act. Each monster has an icon. If any of the icons match absent monsters, ignore them. The frenzy icon refers to the monster currently possessing it. However, if Frankie and the Missus has it, only he will act. Side note.
The numbers to the right will tell you how many moves that monster will make, and how many dice it will roll if it catches up to anyone.
Monsters prefer heroes. The closer the better. So that will be their priority. But if a villager is closer, they'll head that way instead. And if it starts on a space already containing a character of either kind, they'll stay and roll there.
But it will roll against heroes first if given a choice. However, if there is more than one, you can decide who takes the attack.
And a monster will only attack one character per appearance in the queue, so don't worry about overflow of icons.
This symbol will activate that monster's ability once per result, while this symbol is a successful attack, and here's what you do. If a hero is hit, they may choose to discard any one item to cancel that result once per hit. Villagers, on the other hand, are instantly defeated. Poof.
Really, getting defeated as a hero isn't that bad, but it's certainly better not to. If you willingly or unwillingly get yourself clobbered, remove your marker from the board and move the terror marker up 1. That's not good, but it could be worse. Next time it's your turn, just start by placing your dazed persona in the hospital and carry on as normal. Remember when Johnny Bravo kept getting sent to the cornfield? Kind of feels like that.
The game continues until all monsters are defeated, or if you fail in your mission. There's 2 ways to do that.
If the terror marker reaches the final space, or if you need to draw a monster card and the deck is empty.
Them's the breaks.
Horrified is a great gateway game for new players. I could see more experienced players getting worn out after cycling through all the content, but very much like Pandemic, you're going to get a slightly different challenge every time. And the difficulty can scale up or down to really find your perfect place.
It's easy to imagine additional content added in, and I hope they create some. Some gamers have already created custom heroes and villains, which you can find in the BoardGameGeek files, including Abbott and Costello's characters from their Meet the Monsters movies of the 40s and 50s, which is funny because they're already in the game.
It just goes to show that this game really knows its audience.
There's also custom heroes, including the Scooby-Doo gang in the works, and monsters like The Fly, Phantom of the Opera, and more.
Just imagine all the monsters that could be added to this game in the future. Oh, that was close. I think it's time we get out of here.
Agreed. Anyways, thank you for watching this October edition of Pirates Parley. Stop back by soon for more fun.
Whether ye be piratey, spooky, nerdy, we cover all the bases here. Have a great month of creepy games, and we'll see ya next time. Thanks for watching.
Be sure to click on the creepy, spooky Halloween stuff playlist for more October-themed episodes.
Or peruse the vast catalogue of their usual pirate gaming goodness.
Either way, I'm sure there's something there to knock you dead.
Keep it creepy.
And we'll visit you again soon.